friends. This is Leslita from Lady Melody Malady, and we're gonna do I guess a pick a card for what can I do to find love. It's the holiday season, and everyone looks at this time of year as being romantic, and people like to be coupled up, and maybe you're like me and you don't have anybody and you've been actively trying and you're trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong? What can I do to find love? So let's explore that. What we're going to do is we're going to put up 4 choices. And then you pick one and then we'll do your reading, okay? So this is going to be choice 1. This is going to be choice 2. This is going to be choice 3. And this will be choice 4. Feel free if you need to take time to pick out one. But me, I normally just gravitate to something quickly and I go with it. And meet me on the other side. Alright, so let's just go on and get started. So, choice 1, if you chose the egg, what can you do to find love? Let's see. What can you do? Sometimes, I think I should have set this up so that it would have turned them over automatically, huh? I'll be sure to do that next time. Okay, so currently, those who chose the egg, you are really in some mental distress, okay? Like at nighttime, you find yourself upset and crying, and you just don't know, like, why is this happening to you, okay? So your current goal that we really need to shoot for is to get you out of that mental place, all right? Because you don't want to be stuck there. What's going to help you is just to leave behind the thoughts of unfulfilled relationships. As you can see, there are 8 cups. That's a lot of cups, 8 cups, behind this journeyman. But, he's leaving away, and as you can see, the stars are all bright, and, he's going off into the wilderness. The waters are calm. So, it's very important for you to learn how to turn away from your problems. Just walk away, just leave them behind. What you need to focus on is what makes you happy. Okay? As you can see, there's a rose in the center. There's a full zodiac around the sun. But that just goes to show that, like, there are so many avenues of happiness, right? It's 2 children, playing in the field. There are numerous butterflies, so it has a lot to do with transformation. Right now you need to figure out how to change your angry feelings or sad feelings of despair, and you need to figure out what is it that you can do that makes you happy. And it's most likely something that you did when you were younger, some activity that used to make you happy when you were younger. Sometimes we get older and we leave all the things behind that used to entertain us and make us happy, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So definitely, if you can't think of anything right now that makes you happy, just think about something that used to make you happy when you were a kid and indulge in that. Make yourself happy, because the happier you are, the brighter you will be, and the more you will attract suitors. Another thing you need to leave behind is the isolation. Seems maybe you've already been soul searching. Maybe you've already been working on yourself and, just trying to figure out what makes the world tick and, what will make you a better version of yourself. But the cards are saying it's time for you to get back out there. Okay? And this is funny because the first step that it says you really need to focus on is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of financial security. As you can see, she's locking down the coins. I'm going to take this to mean a couple of things. Some of you are so caught up in your finances that you don't have a personal life. And maybe it's time to loosen the grip a little bit, and focus on amusement, something that makes you happy, something that helps you to get out and have a good time with others. But for the other group of you that doesn't relate to is saying, maybe you haven't been able to focus on romance because you're so caught up in financial troubles, and maybe it's time for you to really get your finances in order. Maybe it's time for you to lock it down, stop spending frivolously, because sometimes when we're stuck up in the house and not doing anything, we do spend more money on ourselves because, hey, you got to be happy somehow. And we buy things to entertain ourselves within a home. So for the other half of you, time to lock down that wallet, okay? So that you have money to go out and look good and meet good looking people. But look at that outcome card. If you do the things that the cards describe for you, look at that. Ace of Cups. There are beautiful water lilies around. The cup is just overflowing. Look, it's a dove. It's a sunny day / evening. It's just perfect. Just perfection. Just good feelings all the way around. So follow the advice, and there will be an offer at the end of it. All right? Okay, group one. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed giving it. So, let's move on to group two. Group two was the burger. So, if you chose the burger, as a matter of fact, let me change these really quick so we can just get straight to the reading. If you chose the burger, what can you do to find love? All right. At the top of yours, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So, right now, you are focused on being nurturing. That's the goal for you. You need to figure out how to be more nurturing in a relationship, okay? And stable. Because maybe you are a little free, maybe a little too free. Maybe your ideas change a little too quickly, or maybe you give up too quickly on relationships. So let's see what more the cards say before I condemn you all to being flighty. Okay, you all are flighty. So the cards say that something that will help you to find love will be to learn how to work along with your partner. The Three of Pentacles is a card of, if you and I come together and work together, we'll create this whole new living entity, right? It's the principle of 1 + 1 = 3. Okay, when men and women come together sexually, they create a new life. When two people come together and pour their spirit into anything, they create something that's living and it's its own life. So basically what the cards are telling you is you need to open up to the creative side of yourself, the romantic side of yourself. And if you can open up that way with your partner, they can then open up and turn the same way. And you all can be fulfilled and create something new together. Let's move right on along. It says the emotions that will help you would be, wow, to learn how to be a leader. as far as your relationships go, maybe you need to step out first. Maybe you need to lay it down on the line what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept. Let people know what it is. I know some people feel like that's not necessarily a good thing, but I don't know. I know some people that have functional relationships, and it seems that the guidelines were laid down at the beginning what each partner wanted, what they're willing to accept, and what they're not willing to accept. Is then if that's someone that's for you, or if they're not for you, or if or if maybe you could change your mind about that. So to me it kind of looks like in this card, yeah, you definitely need to take the ball in your hand. You definitely need to learn how to make the first moves, but at the same time you need to establish some sort of order. Okay, boy, you hamburger people, y'all are interesting. What you need to leave behind. See, here's that flightiness again, okay? The Page of Swords, you see the butterflies all around his head. The Page of Swords is like always evolving, always changing and switching it up. And that's, cute and all of that when you're young and growing or whatever. But in a relationship, no one wants a partner that's like always switching up on them. That is not cute. He's in the clouds. He's not even he's not even, who knows where he's going. He's all dreamy, living in his dream world, just making bold decisions unrationally, just no. That's not going to work in a relationship. So, basically what they're saying is, altogether the cards are saying, you tend to be flighting. You get into relationships too quickly, which makes you really frustrated when you finally get to know the person, and then you just jump right out. Okay? This card is saying that you need to be stable. You need to move into a relationship slowly. Give it the amount of time that it needs for them to get to know you, for you to get to know them. And once you two decide that you want to be in a relationship together, keep it consistent. Okay? That's what you need. And the outcome will be the star. Okay? So for you all, do you see these two cups just pouring out other stars? This is the type of relationship that will reach heights that you didn't imagine, you couldn't dream of. Okay, this is like the most pleasant surprise in a relationship, and that the light that comes from your relationship makes others around you feel good too. It's like the coming together of you two creates an energy that's healing to other people around as well. Okay, so you hamburger people, you just need to tighten the reins a little bit. Be more consistent. Let people know what you're looking for. Let them let you know what they're looking for. And take it slow and steady, and you will find someone, and it's going to grow into a beautiful, bright, hope-filled relationship. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Group 2. And let's move on to Group 3. So if you chose the mushroom, what can you do to find love? Let's see. All right. Interesting. Okay, your current goal is actually a problem for the hamburger people, okay? So, mushroom people, your current goal is to be a little more courageous and a little more dreamier, and allow yourself to be what is the word I'm looking for? Authentic. Allow people to see who you really are, because who you really are is very eccentric and dreamy, and it adds to your charm. Okay? Well, that's what it looks like. Let's go through the rest of the cards and just be sure. So, for the things that will help you, you have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card about work. You're just putting in lots and lots of work, and it's beautiful, careful work, but you're putting it in because the results are going to be beautiful. You see the Six Pentacles over there that are done, they're gorgeous. She's getting it in. Okay, so you need to focus your time and energy on actually getting into a relationship. Emotionally, you have the Wheel. This says to me, for one thing, you're in a position of divine timing. This is definitely the time for you. And what will help would be to let your whole direction just change as far as relationships go. It's time for you to be free and open and entertain a few different suitors or interests, and just see where it goes, because this is an open time for you. And I kind of feel like if you just get out there, you're gonna win. Okay, because you're at the close of a cycle and you're starting a new one, and I just feel like you can't lose right now. What you need to leave behind. Okay, so apparently you have an idea that exists already of what an ideal mate looks like, what an ideal relationship looks like. And because you haven't found that exact thing that you've been dreaming about all this time, it's leaving you alone and missing out on what's really there for you. You just got to get out there. You got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head a little bit and just be free and have some fun. That's a common theme in your reading, mushroom people. Well, the first step for you is to offer something. A date, a trinket, a nice amount of your time to someone that you wouldn't normally. Someone who's very calm and peaceful, humbly dressed. They could possibly be a little younger than you, or you could believe that their lifestyle or their thought process is younger than yours. But they're actually pretty steady, although you don't feel that they're established. They're not all that established, but they are stable, and they have something to offer you that's hidden just beyond the clouds. Let's see. Your outcome says you're going to have a bit of a tough time. Okay? You're going to have to be assertive. You have to show your power. You're going to have to go through a few people that, they weren't quite right, and it could be a little tumultuous, but at the end, as you can see, she's in a doorway, and she actually passed through that gateway. So in the end, you will be victorious. You will pass through the doorway. You will find love, but it's going to be a little bit of a battle for you. So just know that, okay? But you need to learn to be a little more free. You need to take a few more risks. Those risks will cause you to, have a few bumpy ends here and there, but they're necessary, okay? They are necessary. Take some risk on some people that you wouldn't normally, just to get to know them at the very least, okay? Move, make moves, but don't move too fast. Still keep it steady, but make moves. That's really the issue for you mushroom people. Make moves, okay? And you'll find your love. I hope you've enjoyed your reading, group threes. And let's move on to group fours. So, if you chose the croissant, let's see, what can you do to find love? I think I went past the option. I did. All right. Five of Wands. Okay. I don't like the Five of Wands card. I don't like it in any deck. Okay. I don't like it because in every deck it's illustrated differently and none of them really make sense to me. But I guess the card does relay a little bit of confusion, like who knows what we're doing. But it ain't good, and it's not necessarily bad, but who knows what we're doing. So currently, maybe you're in a place of you just don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing right. You don't know what you're doing wrong. You just don't know what you're doing, and I feel you, cause I'm there myself. What would help is the world. I'm going to take this as, if you can see her hands and the waves that are coming out from her hands, what would help would be to get more in touch with what's going on in the world right now, currently. Um, maybe even reach out to the web. I kind of feel like this card may have something to do with the World Wide Web. Maybe it's time to, and I hate internet dating. I just hate the idea of it. I'm a Taurus. I'm so creeped out by the idea of meeting people just online. You don't know who they are. You haven't seen them. You haven't smelt them. None of that. And it really scares me. And, maybe this is my group because I feel it's really scary to me. But it's looking like it would help to reach out and just try a new way of doing things that just seems totally out of this world to you. Okay, so maybe try internet dating. Yeah, because it says what would help would be to be a little bit on guard. Keep your guard up. Get out there because as you can see, she has come through the door. Okay, she has decided to take that step on through the open doorway, but she has her staff in hand. She's on guard, and there is some opposition meeting her, but she's ready to handle it. So maybe go into the situation, but be very guarded. Don't give out too much personal information. Don't send really private pics. If someone asks for pics, I would only send pics that are also uploaded on one of your other web pages like Instagram or Facebook, until you really get to know a person, okay? And I wouldn't go out on any dates until you've already video chatted and things like that, and run a quick check on them, okay? Because sometimes just a little quick free check would at least let you know if they're associated with a spouse or, you know, anything like that that you may need to know, all right? Be a little guarded, okay? but do move through the doorway, okay? What to leave behind? Well, this is kind of weird to leave behind because the Queen of Wands is she's a very sexy type of queen. She's extremely confident and creative. I'm thinking maybe what you're going to leave behind is your sexiness. Maybe this group has a problem finding good relationships because maybe people are seeking you out just because they find you physically attractive, and then y'all really don't have much in common. Or maybe you're used to relying on your looks, and this is time for you to find a real partner, and the universe is saying it's time for you to stop relying on your sexiness. It's time for you to rely on your content. Okay, so look at that though. The first step is the lovers. Okay, so I'm going to say this. The first step that I see an angel at the top. I'm going to say that the first thing that the Croissant group needs to do is reach out to the universe. Reach out to if you have religious preferences, reach out to your higher entity, reach out to angels, reach out to spirit guides, ancestors, any of those things. It's time to reach out for some divine guidance outside of yourself because there needs to be some illumination in the situation. But look at that. Maybe you need to just believe that love really happens. Maybe it's as simple as you don't believe that if you step out, someone is guiding your steps to lead you directly to the person that you need to be with. But it's out there. I think the first step is just knowing that there is someone out there for you. No matter what you're going through right now, no matter what your situation is, there is someone out there for you. Someone that you find pleasing and suitable as well. I don't just mean accept anybody that will accept you, okay? That's never good. But there is someone out there that finds you as you are today in sight of your flaws, not in spite of them, but in sight of your flaws. They find you pleasing, okay? And I feel like if you get out there, you'll find someone that makes you feel the same way. All right? And the outcome on this one is the Nine of Cups. Now look at that. Now that's real abundance. Each one of those cups is filled with fruits and money and all types of things. So if you could learn how to just get out of your head, get out there, believe. Croissant groups, belief is strong for you right now. If you could just get out there and believe, you can find someone, and this bond will be so fruitful and abundant. Okay? The only thing I'm worried about is the look on her face. I'm not sure if she's surprised or if she's just dissatisfied in the face of abundance. If my only warning is this, if it feels good, please don't allow yourself to be in the, oh my God, this feels so good, something bad is going to happen. Because believing something bad is going to happen could make something bad happen. Not that it really makes it happen, but what happens is when you train your mind to believe that something bad is going to happen, you start looking for bad things, and there are bad things in every situation, and you will find it. Okay, so don't do that because the universe has such an abundant blessing for you, group 4. Okay, it's just waiting. You know, you just have to believe, all right? Just keep believing. And things don't happen overnight. And I know that really bugs me. You know, I decide when I want it then, you know, and I'm tired of waiting too, but, you know, it'll happen. Just keep believing. And in the meantime, you know, stay creative, stay busy, you know, and just stay keeping yourself happy too, you know, while you're still also stepping out there and giving other people to have the opportunity to know the beauty that is you. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, group fours, and I'm going to go on and sign off now. I hope everyone enjoyed this reading. I enjoyed doing them for you all, and I hope everyone finds love, you know, true love, and forgiving love, encompassing love, and understanding love, because we all deserve it. All right. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And see you next time.